Networking Show, where it's not always about what you know, but who you know can make all the difference in your career search, business, relationships, and life. Take a deep dive into the growth mindset it takes to persevere in seemingly hopeless situations as our unbelievable hosts and guests share with you how they've overcome failure to reach success and specific strategies they use to transform and dominate in their respective fields. On this episode of the Who You Know Show, Omar Rodriguez.
I like to be genuine, and I want to do it with authenticity. But at the same time, my story can be overwhelming for some people. They want to help, but they just don't know what to do.
We have some amazing guests coming up, but first, let me introduce you to the executive producer and your host, Trevor Houston. Growing up in extreme poverty with a disabled single mother, Trevor's childhood started off on the wrong path when he got involved with several criminal roommates who lived inside of his broken home. As a teenager, Trevor had already been in and out of juvenile detention facilities and was facing 5 years in jail before being forced to move to his father's home at the age of 16. Here, his father presented him with a fresh start. He taught Trevor how to work hard, earn and save money, cultivating Trevor's entrepreneurial spirit and second chance at life. Today, Trevor is a successful entrepreneur with multiple businesses and is on a mission to help others overcome rejection, failure, and hopelessness so they can break through barriers and reach their ultimate potential. Now let me introduce your co-host. Mark Elder was born in South Korea, left on an orphanage doorstep, and adopted at 5 months old into the United States, where he later served as a medic in the Air Force. He loves serving hands-on, helping to educate, coach, and organize job networking events that make a difference in their communities. Separately and independently of the Who You Know Show, Mark is a licensed financial professional and president of his own organization. Foster Williams is the founder of SearchForYouInc.com. That powers the career search network with over 31 years of global talent acquisition expertise. Today, Foster leads and facilitates multiple job seeker networking organizations all over the USA. Let's go to this week's Executive Spotlight. Each week, we'll be interviewing the top entrepreneurs and executives and companies, sharing their personal playbook to success and the lessons they've learned along the way. Omar Rodriguez is currently seeking his next successful opportunity and specializes in helping businesses improve customer relationships and employee retention by leveraging his relationship development abilities.
A warm welcome for Omar Rodriguez.
Right, Omar.
I like the intro.
You like that?
Yeah.
That's my man right there.
I like how you rolled your R's too.
Trevor rolled his R.
You like that?
Wait a minute, dude. What's going on?
Hey, so at the last Backstage event, things got real, and today it's gonna get more real.
Realer.
Yeah, real. It's gonna get real. So my goal here today is that we're gonna get vulnerable. We're just gonna put ourselves out there. We're gonna rip the Band-Aid, right? Let the wound heal. Okay, we're gonna let it air out and heal. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool. And I just want to, can I start off as to why I wanted to be here? And
Yeah,
my
go
initial.
for it.
So the reason why I'm here is really to help other job seekers out. Basically what happened, I was in a situation where I moved back to Texas, starting over from scratch. And with this last position that I was supposed to get, I was supposed to be a leasing consultant. I won't name the company, but to make a long story short, it took about 3.5 weeks to from start to finish to figure out what was going on with the position. Needless to say, I got the position. It came with an apartment. It came with a 40% discount as well. So for myself, this was huge. Nowhere to live, no job, and I'm a single dad of 3. So this position was like,
That was a lifeline.
oh my God, it was leveled me up times 1,000. Like the stress was insane. I'm about to lose custody of my little one. All the real stuff that a parent could go through was about to get fixed like that. So after getting the position, even looking at my apartment, I was supposed to get apartment 1033. That's how real it was. I was already assigned an apartment. There ended up being a hiccup. on my tax papers. The company needed to verify what I made for 2021, and I was like, okay, let me get that and figure it out. But they were like, we can't give you the position until we verify that. So I'm scramble mode because I'm about to lose everything that is going to help me tremendously. And so my stepdad, who's in Oregon, we're trying to figure it out. We do some H&R Block stuff. We do taxes. Before that, I was thinking, doing some janky paperwork, like do whatever I got to do, right? To, I'll make something up on Microsoft Word, but whatever.
Hey, hold up.
Yeah.
No, I want you to put yourself in this shit. Yeah. You do the same thing.
Yeah, that's how real it was because
Gotta do what you gotta do.
It was like everything was a go until it was a no-go. So I'm freaking out. Get taxes done, official taxes done. So don't send anyone looking for me. Official taxes. Send it back. Hey, good to go. I sent it back. Ready? Nothing. Okay. Well, I'll check tomorrow. Tomorrow comes. Nothing. Hey, just following up. Is everything good? Nothing. I'll check tomorrow. Check again. Hey, sorry, I've been out of the office for a couple days. I've been sick. Nothing. So finally, one more time. I try one more time. Hey, I'll check tomorrow when I get there. Nothing. So I ended up getting completely ghosted. Completely ghosted. That sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
So you were on very, very short notice as far as that job goes. You had all these plans. Now you find yourself, you're back in your car.
I'm in my car.
Right? You're back in your car. And there was some help, right? I mean, some people, the community, the network, you had a GoFundMe.
Yes. So, I'm already getting choked up. I hate it. Anyway, so I'm big on networking and I'm big on relationships. I genuinely love networking and meeting new people and creating those relationships. And what was mentioned a little bit ago is I like to be genuine. And I want to do it with authenticity, but at the same time, my story can be overwhelming for some people because they want to help, but they just don't know what to do. They feel like, dang, dude, like it's so.
Well, I want to say something real quick. I want to commend you because at the last event, I could tell your frustration. I could tell you things were emotional. It was at a crucial time. And you were vulnerable, and you actually spoke out, right?
Right.
And that's the reason why you're here today,
right?
And you know what I'm saying? And you were able to put your story out there, and a lot of people they'll hold it in, right?
Right.
And they won't let people see the wound,
right?
But when you let people see the wound, people want to help. It's in us to go serve and try to heal someone's problems, right? We just want to, but if you hold it in. Right, so I just want to commend you. I want to give Omar a round of applause.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for being vulnerable,
guys. Last month was Mental Health Awareness Month.
Right.
And
I was aware. I was very aware of my man.
Wow.
Guys, silence is the real killer.
Yeah.
Silence is the real killer, and it's so people. It's hard. Talk to us about that last event. You were here.
God.
What was going through your mind? I could tell you were tearing up. Things were walk us through that.
I think the other side of job searching, what people don't know is that there's a lot of things that are happening in people's lives personally that prevent them from even job searching. And the problem is when you talk about mental health, you got to talk about everything. Because you don't know what's going on at home with the wife or the husband or the daughter,
right.
That'll really, really screw somebody up and not even be able to say hi to the neighbor or let alone go to networking events and job search. So there's a lot behind the scenes that can really, really, what's the word I'm looking for? That just, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. It just freezes you up.
Yeah.
But
it gives you
debilitating.
Paralyzed. Yeah, they're paralyzed.
Paralyzed, mental paralysis.
Yeah, you freeze up.
You freeze up.
Right?
So
fear does that too.
Yeah, fear, nervousness, shame, embarrassment. Like even the last event that I came, like it was a forced, Omar, you need to just get there. Because my subconsciously, my mind was at a subconscious level. When you're in isolation for long periods of time, that's real easy. But to put yourself at a networking event, man, like there was so many times on the way here that I just wanted to exit and go back home.
Well, that's the enemy getting in your ear, telling you all the reasons why not.
Constant mental battle.
Yep, and again, but you showed up.
Showing
up's half the battle, you guys.
That is.
I mean, it's more than half, actually. I would say it's like really 80% is like just show up.
Get out there and allow the magic to happen.
The whole catalyst for this, right? For the who you know, and really what drove us and what made us so passionate about it is we lost a good friend early on.
We've lost
to the job.
Had her on the show.
But you bring up a great point, which is, and this is for everybody, right? This is for everybody. When you are out there, and what's the question? Oh, how you doing, right? And what's the typical answer? I'm fine, right? Don't put that mask on, right? You need to have that vulnerability exposed in order for people to be able to help you. Because if you're fine, what is anybody going to do for you? Right?
And the enemy wants to tell you that it's weakness. Right? To be vulnerable. It's not weakness. That is a super strength.
Yes.
Look at where you're at today.
Yes.
Another round of applause. Seriously. It's a super strength. Like, vulnerability is a strength, in my opinion. And you said something about shame, feeling shame.
Oh, your show. Yeah, man.
So I did a show a couple weeks ago where I told a little bit about my backstory. And there's a lot of shame in my backstory. I had a rough upbringing, and I've gotten a lot of trouble, and I'd made a lot of mistakes and did a lot of stupid stuff. And but the way that you get rid of your shame is you got to shine light on it.
Yeah.
Right? Shine light on it so that the enemy doesn't own the story. You do.
Right.
You have control over it.
Right.
Right?
I'm coming with one.
Yeah, I wanted to
That's good.
shine the light on it, so to speak, for many reasons, especially my kids. I want to make them proud. That's what matters most. I want them to look up at me and be like, that dude went through some ish. He went through some major, but
he came out on top.
Yeah, like look what he overcame by himself. Because I'm here in Texas by myself. There is no resources. There's no family. There's whatever.
Well, that's where you're wrong.
That's where you're wrong.
And I stand corrected. Resources like who you know. These guys have been.
And you're not alone.
Yeah,
you're never alone.
You're not alone, and in the sense that if you're in that room or wherever you're at, if you allow yourself to be alone, you will be.
Yeah.
If you allow yourself to step out and, like Trevor says, shine that flashlight on whatever owl you got. If it's everything, people will come out. And I'm doing this really for two reasons: to let others know, like recruiters or hiring managers, that you may have a ton of candidates out there, or one that you really like, but you don't. There may be something that's holding him back, and sometimes you got to dig a little bit deeper, to figure out what's going on. But yeah.
Can we all do me a favor on both sides, both job seekers and anybody on the hiring side, the recruiters, the hiring managers? Like, can we just stop the ghosting for a minute? Stop ghosting each other, right? I understand there's all these people and all these applications, but like the ghosting, it's a rejection.
Oh man,
right? That just beats you down.
I have no idea why. I have no idea why I didn't get the job. I mean, it was from recruiter. It was from interviewing from the recruiter to the vice president of the company in a matter of 3 days. They all were like, dude, pass them on. Dude, pass them on. They were super impressed. For me, that confidence, man, I was like on cloud 9.
Yeah.
I actually felt worthy that I hadn't felt worthy in a long time. So that was huge. And I was like, man, had a little pep in my step, felt good to then just complete ghosting.
Oh,
well, I know why you didn't get that job. I know why you didn't get that job.
Tell me.
There's something better for you.
That's the truth.
Yeah, well.
That's the truth.
Yeah, and I believe that. And
what did I tell you yesterday? Wait on the Lord and he shall renew thy strength. Right?
Yeah.
And you should mount up with
On wings
what?
of
What?
eagles.
Wings of and soar with eagles. Right?
Yeah.
There's a reason for this season. There's a reason for that pause. Okay? And there's something better for you.
Yeah, I believe that.
And don't forget to take up the full armor of God,
Yeah. Yeah,
For sure.
because that's what's going to sustain you.
I believe that, and I do believe in God, and I don't want to get too religious, but my faith has been all over the place. But I do think that anyone out there, if you're just going through a really hard time, it starts with reaching out to Mark or Trevor or the job out here.
Yeah, there you go. Just reach out to me.
It's that
Yeah.
you guys y'all made it feel safe. Y'all made it feel okay to like be somebody that's down here and to like, hey, can I talk for a minute? And that's what I genuinely appreciate the openness for that to happen.
Well, you did that, Omar. You did that by showing your wound. I can't watch somebody hurting and struggling and going through a hard time and just turn away. You understand me? You did that.
Yeah.
You showed your wound. If you never would have spoke up, you could have been like somebody in this audience right now who may be going through a similar situation, and you're just sitting there quiet. You had an opportunity to be quiet, and you chose to speak out. And so I saw it, and I ran to it.
Yeah.
A message to hiring managers. There's a lot of you guys that are watching, and there's a couple of you in the audience. Guys, listen, if we take the time to interview somebody and we take that time, whether it's online, whatever it is, you're taking that person's time, you're going to interview them for a job? Come on now. Come on, son. Shouldn't you give that, forget the ghost. You should let that person know something, right?
Yeah, even if
And
it's not a fit, right?
Yeah. And Omar, what are you looking for? I'm a recruiter. You know how I am.
Well,
Yeah, what are you searching for?
My ultimate goal is being like a customer success manager or client relations. I love people. I love relationships. I spent 12 years as a personal trainer, so my ability to like connect with anyone, that's like easy. It doesn't matter your background, what you do. I'm really good at taking vulnerability and bringing it over here and replacing it with belief.
Okay.
And leveling people up. So I'm good at that. I love team building. I love culture. I love all that stuff. Most of my professional background has been sales and business development, account management. So, things where you have to interact with the customers and clients, and that's my jam.
That makes sense, bro.
Damage control, especially damage control. If somebody screwed something up, send me and I'll fix it.
I love that. I'm going to tell you something. As you were talking, I was watching the audience, and I see the wheels turning in the audience right now. And that's another thing that I think is super important is that you need to, as a job seeker, you need to be constantly telling people what you need. What are you looking for? What are you searching for? Like the way you just did that, I love that. And so often is it just job seekers just apply. They're not talking to a human. They're not telling people what they need. They're just apply. Like Madeline was talking about, 500 applications. That's not actually telling people what you need. This is telling people what you need.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times your personal, your challenges and all the adversity that's happening personally could actually be a benefit to your job search. You can develop skills like adapting, different challenges like that. Like it's not just the job skills that you get on the job, your personal life can also help you get that.
Well, and there's also something that your specific situation can grow from, and that's empathy, right? Because now with your story and what you've gone through, you can share that with others and be empathetic to others that are coming through that. And not only that, but think about hiring managers, recruiters, people that are interviewing you. Like how many of you have had a bad interview? Right? A bad interview. Or the interviewer was bad or not nice.
Oh, that definitely that one.
Or terse. Exactly what you said before, like the job seeker is going through so much that you may not see below the surface, right? The interviewer also could be going through that. So keep that in mind as well and show empathy for them.
Empathy. Yeah, put yourself in the other person's shoes. I always do that when I'm teaching job seekers. It's like Put yourself in the recruiter and the hiring manager's shoes. What are they going through on a day-to-day? And just find commonality and find ways that you can connect. I think that's really, really important. Okay, what do you think, Omar, what is one of your qualities that is being overlooked in your job search? Like one of your highest, best qualities that's being overlooked. People aren't seeing it.
Oh.
You told us.
Yeah, that my little gerbil's like scrambling, he's going. One of my best qualities. Patience.
Patience.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Because
Let's go.
yeah, I think for what I'm wanting to do, you have to be patient with one another. We're all human. We're all different, but we're all human. And I think right now there's a lot of situations where there is no patience.
Oh, yeah.
You and I talked about this yesterday. Everything's on us. You want it now. But at a human level, we have to be patient with one another, and that's something that being single dad of 3 kids and then being a trainer. Imagine if I was a trainer that had no patience for my client. Oh, come on, hurry up, Frank. You should already be at 10 push-ups by now, and it's like that's not how it works.
Nope.
Yeah.
And I've learned that just being empathetic to one another and allows that patience.
Patience is another superpower. It's one that I struggle with all the time. And, it's life. You just want things. And especially the way the world is, like you said, everything's now on demand, Amazon, Netflix, right? It's just, you want it now. But again, I mentioned earlier, wait on the Lord, right? Wait, patience. You have to have patience. So I love that. It's a super strength. So communicate that more.
Yeah, I do. I do need to communicate that more. I'm still working on just kind of getting out of my shell, so to speak. It's really challenging to go from like no network, not talking to anyone really to this. But I'm trying. So if you see,
That's all you got to do.
yeah. So if
Best you can do.
you see a lot of the,
That is.
thank you.
The best you can do. And speaking of trying, what is going to help you accomplish that, right? Like if you had 3 wishes, what would those be resource-wise? What do you need right now?
Oh man, well to be straight up, I'm still in my car right now, so that sucks. Especially in the summertime, and it's not even hot yet.
Yeah.
So this is real. I just spent 5 days in a row in the car, so that's real.
Yeah.
I got a hotel room last night.
Okay.
Courtesy to my dad, I was like, dude, I'm about to be on a podcast tomorrow, like for real. I was looking like Chewbacca. I was just feeling rough. I was like, I had to shave this morning, but but the living situation is real rough right now.
Okay.
That's a major beat down on anything, even getting something to eat, gas money, just all the little things that I guess maybe other people take for granted. Oh man, it would be a huge psychological boost for me because I wouldn't have to worry about where I'm going to eat, where I'm going to sleep, how am I get to the Who You Know Network show?
Yeah. Or to work because you're working.
Yeah, right now I'm
contracting right now.
Yeah, I got a position where in Carrollton, so that's something. But even still, just
Got to wait on that check, huh?
got to wait on that first check, and you see other people eating, and you're like,
Barbecue.
Well, this show's all about cash flow, right? That's what this is all about. We're, got to help you get back to your cash flow. And so we got a page. You had a GoFundMe page put together, right?
Yeah, I did set one up, and I did update it, I believe, a week and a half ago. And
Good.
Well, we want to help you with that. So
Let's
that's what
juice
we're
that
going
up.
to do here today.
Yeah.
For the audience, if you feel led, any amount is appreciated.
any amount.
Any amount is appreciated. You can find the link, the QR code that you scanned when you walked in. Or if you just go to my LinkedIn profile, the top link, you're going to find it there, the link in my bio. But let's get you some cash flow, man. Let's get you out of that car.
Yeah, I'd really appreciate
You feel
that.
me?
Yeah.
And I believe it's on the Who You Know page as well in LinkedIn too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, anything would be super appreciative. It really would. And I guess I don't want to get too greedy on this, but I haven't been able to get my 8-year-old a birthday gift. So a little something for him so I can get him a birthday gift.
Ah.
You know.
Well, I'm feeling a little bit crazy, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm feeling like just a little crazy right now. I'm just feeling a little crazy. So here's what I'm gonna do, okay? So whatever we get put into that account today, at the end of the day, I'm gonna match it.
Oh, wow.
Okay? So
Yeah.
whatever we get put in,
Wow.
right? We're gonna match it. All right?
Okay.
All right, so I'm asking y'all,
Yeah, make it hard for Trevor, y'all.
take my money. Take my money. All right. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming up
Yeah.
here. And guys, round of applause for Omar.
Yeah.
And before you go, if you can do me a big favor, get your phones out again, start taking the pictures. Okay, I want you to post
Blow
this thing
Omar up.
all over social media.
Yeah.
Take your pictures now, post it all over social media, and tag Omar and tell him, you know, what was one of the mic drop moments that inspired you the most? All right, I want his notifications going off the hook, and I want that GoFundMe going off the hook
Yeah,
too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. And you know, it's not just about me; it's about my kids too. So just think about the kids, and you know, whatever helps me helps them out. So, and I'd really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching the Who You Know Job Networking Show. And a very special thank you to our co-host and guest for joining today's episode.